AFC Fylde entertained Trafford this afternoon as they look to continue their push for promotion. Prior to kick-off, we caught up with the manager for his pre-match thoughts, but first up, some views from the fans.
Right, so you're the Supporters Club chairman, you've been here pretty much every game. How do you think the season's gone so far?
I think it's gone very well. We've had our blips, ups and downs, but at the moment we're top of the league, or with a game in hand over Curzon, but we're still better on goal difference. We need to concentrate now on winning each game. We've got about 10 games left till the end of this season, and hopefully by the last game, the home game against Clitheroe, is it?
Yeah.
We're champions and we go on. This is what we're all here for.
So you've been at pretty much most of the games this season. How do you think the season's gone so far?
It's gone great, absolutely fantastic. Since we've had Dave Challoner in, it's changed dramatically. So we've shot straight up to the top last season. We were just heading for playoffs, weren't we? Now we're aiming for a title.
Yeah, there's more cooperation within the players. They're working together better as a team, and he seems to have licked them into a fashion that we need. They've got that 2022 back.
Glad to see Richie Allen coming back.
Yeah, it'll bring a new focus to the team now.
Don't know why he went in the first place.
Yeah, great.
So obviously, do you think they'll get the promotion that they've been after all season?
It's going to be hard, but I think we'll get there. I think it'll come to the last game of the season. That'll make the difference.
We've certainly got the squad to do it.
Yeah, it's going to be like New Mills again, where we were on the
I'm just hoping
waiting.
Richie makes a difference.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got 2 home games, the last games of the season. Do you think that'll help us?
Oh, definitely
Get the crowd down
get the
as well,
fans behind the team.
There'll be a massive. Hopefully, there'll be an increase
push to
of
get
attendance.
everybody in. Yeah.
So there'll be a lot of noise.
Right, Dave, here we are back at Kellamar Park. We've had a few away games of late. The league table's looking tight at the top. Curzon obviously got the edge at the moment, but a home game for Fylde today.
Yeah, like I say, it's nice to be back on familiar surroundings with a nice pitch to play on. The league table will be tight. I imagine it'll be tight right till the end of the season. It's important that we do our job, make sure we take care of our business at the end of the season. If it's good enough, it's good enough. If not, we sort of deal with things when they sort of cross our paths, if you like. But like I say, a game looking forward to today against a good side who like to get it down, like to play, so it should be a good game of football.
Obviously, you've boosted the squad this week. A return of a fan's favourite to Kellamar Park. Richie Allen's come back from Fleetwood on loan. Yeah,
it's great to get Richie back in. Obviously, it's a deal we've been sort of trying to resurrect since he left, really, in January, and obviously things turned a little bit sour, but that's water under the bridge now. Like I say, finally we've got him back. He's had a frustrating couple of months. Fortunately, we've kicked on when he sort of left and got ourselves in a good position. But like I say, with 10 games to go, it's a great boost to have him back in the squad. He's been welcomed sort of open arms back into the dressing room. I'm sure, like I say, he was a fan's favourite before he left. Hopefully, he'll hit the ground running and prove that potentially he's the best player in this league, which before he left he certainly was.
Coasters fans welcomed Richie Allen back to Kellamar Park. He'll be looking to continue his great run of form with the Coasters, while strike partner Jimmy McCarthy will be hoping to gel together quickly and he can get his first goal in front of a home crowd. So with 3 crucial promotion points at stake, let's get straight to the action. AFC Fylde had the first sight of goal. Michael Barnes with the cross. Joe Booth just not able to direct his header goalwards. Trafford's first foray into the Coasters' half resulted in a free kick just outside the area. Joe Shaw with this cracker. AFC Fylde 0, Trafford 1. They almost doubled their lead minutes later. Michael Oates' header going over the bar from Paul Ashton's cross. Joe Shaw fancied his chances of scoring again 5 minutes later, this time his free kick going into the wall. Michael Barnes did well to create himself some space, but his shot only finding the side netting. McCarthy did well to find Jarvis in the 19th minute, Trafford keeper Andy Robertson doing well to deny him. Trafford were then presented with a free kick inside the area when referee Mr Hanley deemed Fylde keeper Jones had picked up a back pass. The 11 Fylde players stood firm though and blocked the effort. Andy Smart came close with this effort, Zach Jones pushing it to safety. McCarthy then came close to opening his account, but somehow managed to head the ball down and over the bar as Trafford desperately defended. He didn't have to wait long though to make amends, as with just seconds remaining in the first half he latched onto a Jarvis cross to side foot home and make it AFC Fylde 1, Trafford 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, equalising goal for the Coasters, scored by number 7, Jimmy McCarthy.
The home side won a penalty on 50 minutes. Naya Bayunu are judged to have handled the ball. Difficult to tell from the replay, but Joe Booth wasn't at all concerned. He put the ball on the spot and struck his 16th of the season. Joe Booth making it AFC Fylde 2, Trafford 1. Zach Jones was called into action minutes later. A quick corner from Trafford, resulting in Michael Oates with this effort. Michael Barnes did well to find McCarthy in the box, but his effort was blocked by Nia Bayonu. AFC Fylde Zach Jones was busy minutes later, this free kick being held well with 3 Trafford players waiting for any slip-up. Trafford were back again 5 minutes later though, with Paul Ashton's effort just going wide. Harry Winter found Paul Jarvis in space late on, his effort going just inches away. With nothing to lose, Trafford pushed men forward, and it almost paid off in the dying moments of the game. The ball eventually falling at the feet of Trafford number 12, but his shot was well saved by the feet of Jones to deny him. So with the 90 minutes up, the referee blows the full-time whistle to give AFC Fylde a hard-fought 3 points.
A reminder, the next Fylde home game is on Saturday the 31st of March. When we entertain Bradford Borough with a 3 o'clock kick-off.
We caught up with the manager for his post-match thoughts, but first up, goal scorers Jimmy McCarthy and Joe Booth.
Right, so you took your goal well today. How do you feel about scoring your first goal at Kellermere Park?
Yeah, it was good. I was a bit just scored before header, pushed in the back though, penalty. So, but yeah, it was good. It's good to get a goal.
It was a difficult game today, wasn't it? They fought well out there, taking the lead.
Yeah, you know, it was a bit squeaky one time when they took the lead, and to be honest with you, we haven't performed well today. But you take the wins, coming from Ossett last week on a bad pitch, so you take the 3 points and you go on to Tuesday.
How are you settling in so far? You've played a few games now, so how are you finding it?
Yeah, I'm getting to know the lads a bit more. Some terrible banter by Boovy, and yeah, so it's a good laugh. Yeah, some good lads.
Do you think the return of Richie Allen lifted the players today?
You know, it's a tough one. You know, having a player like Richie coming back is great for us. The players weren't down anyway. You know, we knew on Saturday anything less than a draw would have been disappointing. It was a terrible pitch. You can't play football. We couldn't play football, and we play football. So having Richie back to help for the playoff push will be fantastic, and all the lads want to play with him, and hopefully getting pushed on into Fleetwood first team.
Curzon and Whitton both won as well today, so how important is this victory and obviously in the push for promotion?
Oh, you know, we've got to win every game. It's in our hands. We win every game. Scrappy 2-1s. You know, I don't think anyone will be complaining at the end of the season. So you know, there'll be more twists and turns to the end of the season. I guarantee you that. So yeah, there's a long way to go yet.
Yeah, the first goal took the wind out of us a bit. I mean, I thought we were pretty much on top after that. I think we deserved the goal in the first half, and the timing of it couldn't have been better really. It knocked them a bit, and then obviously we come out second half and we got the lead, and it just seemed to be one of them games to hold on to it. So.
You were quick to jump on taking that penalty. You're obviously the set piece man of the team, aren't you? So were you confident enough stepping up to take the penalty?
No, I'm just penalty taker at the moment, and you know, I'm happy to take free kicks, and I'm happy. But if other people do want free kicks, they can have them by all means. But one of them things.
Well, you took it well, and obviously you took the lead. You never really looked back after that. You were pretty much on top for the rest of the half, weren't you?
Yeah, it's just obviously when you've got a 1-goal lead, the game is one of them games where obviously they're going to have a little spell at trying to get an equaliser, and we defended well in fairness. So, you know, all in all, a great result, and another one ticked off.
You'll take that win in the end today, I think, won't you?
Yeah, it was important. We obviously we won between now and the end of the season. Obviously, it's important we win, but it would have been nice to play better. We didn't perform, and too many had off days. But like I said, at the end of the day, we managed to eke out a result, which is paramount at this part of the season. So we take it and move on to Tuesday.
You went 1-0 down. Did your game plan change at all after that?
No, not really. We didn't. I think we didn't start. I think for the first half an hour, we were a little bit rabbit in the headlights. There's obviously an expectation, like I say, a desire to be successful, and lads need to deal with that. I think coming here, there should be no pressure on them. It's a lovely surface to play on in front of our home fans, and I just felt for the first half an hour we didn't start. I mean, the two incidents that obviously happened with the goal, 1-goal kick straight over the two centre halves who were marking one man. They have to mark, don't deal with it. Results in a goal, and a back pass again. We just weren't switched on. We weren't at the races, and we stress through the warm up and made it apparent through the warm up that people need to switch on and start the game properly. I think you come against teams who, in fairness to them, haven't got an awful lot to play for, but can come here and just express themselves. Nice sunny day, fans turn up, nice day, think it's going to be a nice game, and sometimes you get caught up in the sort of rigmarole surrounding that. It's going to be I'm going to hit the ball, I'm going to pass it, and we knew that we had to be in our game, and like I say, for the first half an hour we weren't. The goal came at an important time for us, but at half time there were some harsh words sort of said. We came out, got a bit of a reaction second half, obviously got the goal, which was massive, and then saw the game out with us, say, quite comfortably. I don't think we were, like I say, we were overly threatened, but likewise either way I don't think we tore them apart at times, which with the players we have on the pitch you'd have expected us to. But it's one of them. It's a win. We push it under the carpet, and we concentrate on three really important away games for ourselves.
It's another run of like you say, 3 away games. You've just come off the back of 3 away games. Again, how important are these in the run up to the end of the season? They're
all important, whether you're playing home or away, and I mean obviously fixtures dictate what happens. The fact that we've got to go, like I say, three games in a week, I suppose it gets them all out of the way in one fell swoop, if you like. But we know what to expect. Like I say, we're prepared for every game in terms of opposition we're playing against and ourselves. But we know that, especially midweek games, are different mentality required. Lads having spent a full day at work, it's about turning up. And I mean, we've said throughout since we've been in, really, midweek games we've tended to struggle a little bit, and we need to make sure that we're switched on. Salford would be a tough game for us. They went and got a good result at Ossett last midweek. I don't know how they've got on today, but pitches are decent size, not the best, but like I say, if we're at it, we're a match for anybody in this division, but we need to be at it.